This is going to be the shortest video ever, and I'm going to very much love editing it as well as making it, because it's gonna be just 10 seconds done. Thank you, bye. Someone wants me to crochet the scarf that Taesan wore in the don't mean a thing, yeah, don't mean a thing too. Freaking love that song. Obviously haven't listened to it enough yet. Problem is, I don't have the right kind of yarn. Also, I don't have even the right colors of yarn. But today I'm going to finally attempt to make the yarn fluffy by brushing it out, because this is like a fluffier yarn. It's probably flowy. I don't know. It's been a while since I watched the performance, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out. These are the yarns that I have. His blue's a bit light, or also the black I don't think is actually black. I think it's a dark brown. It is what it is. Also, since it's a fuzzy yarn, I have no idea what kind of stitches it is, and I don't think it would really matter. Also, I couldn't get a good picture. I assume maybe there's a behind the scenes video at this point. Maybe I should look for it. I couldn't find one. I'm not looking that hard, but I couldn't find one. So I'm just gonna start. I'm also going to make wouldve's belt, just for fun, because this video needs to be at least 5 minutes long. Ah, you're kidding me! This is like the entire skein. Okay, whatever. I'm so good at this. I'm gonna do double crochets just because that's my favorite stitch. And it's going to be pretty small. It's literally just going to be a big, you know, a scarf. It's gonna be like that, very long. I'm gonna use my 5.5, or no, do I want it to be? I'll see what it's like with this and then I'll figure it out. I don't even know what color it starts with. Let's take a look. It starts with blue. Okay, we're starting with blue. Okay, it is still a little holy, but I think I want it to be lighter, so I'll do it this way, and then once I brush it all out, it should be completely like filled in, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. I've never done this before. I'm trying to figure out how wide it needs to be, and I'm just trying to, like, I think a couple stitches smaller than this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stitches wide. Is that too short? Maybe I'll just do one less. 10 stitches wide to keep it even. I can't tell. Okay, 10. I'll do 10. So I'm doing 5 rows of each. This yarn is thicker than this yarn, so when I'm doing the black, I switched to a smaller hook. I'm using a 5.5 for the blue, and I tried using a 4.5 for the black, but that's still a little bit bigger, so maybe I'll swap. My only other one here is a 3.75, and I don't want to get up again, so I'll try this, and if it's too much, then I will have to get up, but we'll see. I have finished the scarf, almost. It needs to be fluffed up, but I am leaving that till after. I think it is the right, I don't really know how he tied it, but we'll see. Just a second. It's kind of like this. Oh, maybe it's a little short. I just cut it. It's too late. Now, before I fluff this up, because it's gonna take freaking years, I'm gonna make wouldve's belt. So I have crochet thread, whatever the freak that is. I'm gonna make a belt out of it. I was gonna do single crochet, but that's gonna take a long time. Should I do double crochet again? I don't know. It's just the exact same as this, thinner, possibly longer. I don't know, is it longer? Actually, let's take a look-see here. I'm sweating. It would be longer, wouldn't it? It's a bit longer than this, but thinner. This is lace weight yarn. It's telling me to use a 1.5mm hook, but my smallest hook is a 2mm hook, so. Okay, I changed my mind because it's going to take literal years, and it's not even crochet anyway, and no one requested it, so why am I doing this to myself? I don't know. I'm actually going to make a little house, like the little house from their light stick, because it's super cute. I don't have the proper colors, so it's except like a baby blue, and I don't know about doing the BOYNEXTDOOR and WONDOOR on top of it, because like their font is so specific that it's not gonna look right anyway, but we'll see. I also have no idea what I'm gonna do. Should I make it like a plushie where it's stuffed, or should I make it like a legit house, or what? I don't know. I've never made a cube before. It has to be a cube with the triangles. I have no idea what I'm doing. I feel smart. I'm just going to use this, because that's what I need exactly. Only obviously we don't need these little pieces because we're not going to be folding them and blah blah blah. We can just sew it together. I think this will make it a lot easier. So any of these fold lines here is where I'm going to be doing in like the back loop only, say, so that it will fold properly, and we'll see what happens. If I'm making it a plushie, then I don't have to leave a hole for the door. I'll maybe just do a little surface crochet or something. So this is my first little square. It's more rectangular than square. I did 11 stitches across and 10 rows, and I'm using a 3.75mm hook with a weight 4 yarn. Now I'm going to go in the back loops only so that it will fold in. So this is the wall, so I'm assuming this will be the floor, the next part. So the floor is going to be square. So whereas this was 10 rows, I'm gonna make the floor 11 rows, I think. Now for my third square, since I have an odd number of rows, I have to go in the front loop only for the next row, and it's going to be another wall, so it's going to be 10 rows again instead of the 11. So I'll finish this part of the house, so all I need is the little triangular front and back pieces. I'm just going to attach onto here where the little curve is, chain out however many rows I did for the center. So I did 11, so I would chain 11 plus an extra for turning, you know, and then I don't know, I'm gonna have to decrease once I get to the top. So I'm gonna do 10 rows regular, and then I'm gonna have to start decreasing to make the triangle, and we'll see what that looks like. I think this is triangular enough? I don't know, I just decreased every time on every end. I also forgot to say that you have to like slip stitch into these rows here, and yeah, that's my... Is it not triangular enough? I don't know. I think I shall go with it. Which means we only have one more piece, and it's the exact same thing just on this side. Ta-da, I have my little net, I guess I think is what we called it in grade 1 or whenever I freaking learned how to make these. And I'm gonna fold it all up and sew it together. Look, it's so cute. Now I need to make the roof, and it does have a bit of an overhang, so I'm going to add 2 extra stitches, I think, 1 on either side. So instead of 11, I'm going to do 13, and then I'm basically just going to make a rectangle, and then halfway through, once it gets to the point where there's enough overhang, I'm just going to crochet in the back loops only so that it'll, you know, you get it. My roof, I actually did 15 stitches just so it can overhang a little bit more, and I did 12 rows, did the back loop only so it would flap down, and another 12 rows. And now I think I want to do another one because it's pretty squared off, like the roof is pretty thick in the thing, so I kind of want to just stack them and sew them together. Okay, I'm freaking trying to fluff this up, alright, and it's not fluffing at all. Well, like slightly, so stupid lighting right now. So this is the side that I fluffed. It honestly just stretched it out a lot, and this is the side that I did not fluff. Fluff? Not fluff. And I've been using literally a toothbrush because I don't know what else to use. I don't really have many options for brushes. I have a single brush. I can't find a comb that I know that I own, but it is not in existence right now. Like, it's not even worth doing this, but I have to do it for the rest of the stuff, or else it's not gonna look the same. Maybe I should leave it, and then if you guys have any suggestions, because you guys always have good suggestions, and I'm like, wow, didn't know that was a thing. I mean, if you guys tell me an easier method and then I end up doing this whole thing, I'll be like, oh, really? For the house, I was gonna do just like B&D for the Boy Next Door side, but then I was like, what the freak can I do for the other side? Because OD kind of means something else. And then I was like, oh, I can do 1, like the number 1, and then D, and then I was like, that's One Direction. So I don't know what to do. It's gonna be so cute though. Adorbs. I took a day off because I'm freaking tired after work, and I worked today, so that's same thing, but I forced myself to do this, and I'm happy with it. This is, why are you so shiny? Boy Next Door on this side, not too shabby. I mean, could be better, but also could be worse. The other side though, I think is super cute. Ah, one door. I think it's cute anyway. I was proud. Better than One Direction. So I did this on just the one. Why is the light going like this? I'm so confused. You won't even get to see it in its full glory. I did it on just one so that it was easier to go through, and I guess, do I even have to weave in the ends? I don't know. I do want to sew in the bee things a bit floopy here, so I'll sew that in. Like, then I'll just sew them together like this. Thought it would be easier this way. I think I'm right, as per usual. I'm so tired! And then I'll just freaking sew it. Or no, I forgot. There's more. I need to do a little door on here too before I sew it together, because I'm gonna have to stuff this. This side is kind of wonky, so this is going to be the front of the house with the little door. So I will surface crochet that as well in white. I'm using a 3.75 millimeter hook. I'm assuming that's what I've used for this entire thing, because that makes sense. Yep, it is. There was no point in mentioning that, unless I forgot to mention that earlier, in which case, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. I'm just talking. This was supposed to be an easy video. I was only supposed to do a scarf, and then I freaking went and made it all complicated, and now I'm behind. I have to start editing this video tomorrow, and I'm not even finished filming it yet. It is 2, possibly 3 days later. I'm finishing this today, okay? There's like literally nothing else to do. Well, this is gonna be hard, and I think I overdid it because I did the 15 stitches instead of 13 because I thought it was necessary, but I think it's too much, but it's whatever. This is gonna be really hard to freaking sew this. So I'm gonna sew it to the first, like the bottom piece first before sewing the top piece together, because I think that'll be easier, and then I don't have to worry about the white coming through. I just don't want to do it. It's not gonna be fun. It's gonna make me sad. Okay, it looks a little wonky, but I left a little hole. We're gonna fill it up now. And hopefully it looks less wonky. I think it looks worse because it's so poofy. Oh my goodness. And I didn't even fill it up much. Like, it's super squishy. But I don't want to fill it up more if it's just gonna get less square. It's just gonna be a little bubble. It's so ugly. Ah! Okay, I'll stitch this up and then stitch this on. And then hopefully it'll look better. I don't know. Also, this is now what my pants look like, which is fun. And here we are. I accidentally made it, I think, the other way around, and it is too floopy. And also, it's freaking too bright. I don't even have my light on, but it won't. It's not as cute as I thought it would be. It's too floofy. Ah! Maybe if it was smaller. I don't know.